All right, you guys. So I have my new moon ritual going right now, and I'm really putting a lot of focus on bringing divine love into your life. And I'm also putting a lot of focus on business expansion, specifically social media expansion, and that sort of thing as well. Okay. So if you want to sign up, you still can sign up. Please look at my community board, and there is information on signing up. Okay. The ritual goes for 3 days. So, a little announcement. I'm going to be out of town for a week. I'm going to Florida for a week in a few days. So, if you want to book readings with me, I am still working on clearings. What date did you book? Because it all depends on what you booked. Did you book emergency or non emergency? And this isn't really the place to ask me for it because I don't know your name on here. Because it's 4 to 6 weeks, up to 4 to 6 weeks for non emergency, and then emergency is 24 to 48 hours. February 19th, that's considered a newer booking. All right, so looking up, I'm still working on getting 2 of my children back. Are you talking about a 2 heart clearing? Because that's all I have on February 19th. I'm still going down the list and working on that since February was so chaotic for me. All right, so I have emergency options, you guys, if you want things right away. Okay. And the name is under Sammy. That's the only clearing I see on the 19th. I love my new home, but I have to get all new furniture, so that's a process, right? So if you guys want to book readings in the next couple days, like emergency bookings, feel free to do that because like I said, I'm going to be out of town for a week. I still do readings while I'm on vacation, okay? But I am a little more busy, okay? Okay, let's see. What is going on? What is going on? You know what? I'm kind of feeling like, okay, I'm getting a couple different things here. I feel like the masculines are in a very sexual energy right now with this new moon, and Pisces energy is kind of a dreamy, fantasizing energy. So I picked that up. But I also feel like, Pisces energy is addiction, okay? Very strong addiction. So there's addictions that are coming up to be analyzed, okay? And I do feel like with the Eight of Cups and the Devil that they are being pushed to walk away from addictive, toxic behavior. I do see a lot of guilt, grief. I feel like they're recognizing their own toxicity right now with this new moon energy. Like, oh my God, I acted like this. I did this. I caused issues for my ex or my feminine because I did this. And I feel like this is a collective thing for men right now. I really do. Is a deep reflectional period. So some of you in here are dealing with a masculine that walked away from you, pushed you away, tried to reject you out of fear of love. Okay? Fear of love. So there's a lot of karmic cycles that are coming up to be reviewed is what I'm getting, okay? A lot of karmic cycles with the 10 of Wands. They're feeling the heaviness of their karmic energy with the Devil here, okay? With the Lovers card here, I kind of feel like they're analyzing relationships right now too, like what they really want in a relationship. There's been a lot of deception around what relationships are, what they should be, and I feel like there's like a redefining love. Okay, instead of getting into trauma bond relationships, codependent relationships, relationships based on sex and lust, like they're like, I want love. Because that's what I keep hearing. I want love. I really do. I want stability. And I do feel like they're thinking about the feminine right now, but they're like, how do I come in towards her after everything that I've done? And you guys, I do give mini messages on here as well if you do buy a badge. Yeah, I've been working on 2 heart clearings, you guys. If you want to book a 2 heart clearing with me, Please do that on my website. They actually have been very successful. I've been getting a lot of good reviews lately. Okay, what else are the masculine going through? Yeah, they're like, I want a soul connection. I'm hearing this. Like, I want a lovers and two cups. I want a soul connection. I want that connection. I want to feel that connection. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I want. I don't want the devil anymore. You know, I don't want toxicity anymore. They see love and relationships as toxic, as heaviness, as having to try too hard, which, yeah, it does take effort in relationships, right? But it should be free flowing and free. That's one thing I learned about relationships after my divorce, okay? You know, I dated 2 people after my divorce. And I learned off both. And one thing that I learned is that relationships should feel free. Okay? You should feel free in them. You should have boundaries in them, but you should feel free. You shouldn't feel tied down. You shouldn't feel restricted. You shouldn't feel like you can't be yourself, you know? But the one thing about them is they do clear karmic cycles like a healthy relationship does. So that can be painful in the beginning. And I feel like for some of you, when the masculine got with you, that their karma, Jade, your message is that your counterpart is deeply reflecting on the love that he had with you. So the karma that they had, or the karmic cycles came up to be analyzed, you know, came up and they felt that pain and they felt those triggers and they blamed it on you, feminine, when it wasn't you at all. It was their cycles being felt, because trauma holds in your body, right? And your mind and your soul. So a lot of them connected this to you, but it was their past relationship cycles that were clearing. And a lot of them ran because of that. It scared them. Okay. But okay, they don't want a relationship right now, but they want physical, because they want the hookup culture. They want to play. They want to go out and play. But a lot of them are getting sick of this too. Okay. Jessica, your message is I see a really great spiritual business advancement opportunity for you this year. It's a business you'll create that'll have a spiritual twist to it. And I also see a masculine coming in your life that's going to be very supportive. So as they start to understand the connection from a higher perspective and understand that it wasn't you, that it was their triggers, and they blamed you, I see a lot of them navigating back towards the feminine, because I'm hearing like, my heart belongs to you and I can't help it. Okay, I can't. They're working on stability. They're working on healing themselves as a man. Okay, they're working on their masculinity, because let's be honest, men have been failing humanity. Okay. I mean, they have been. Men have been failing humanity. They're supposed to be protectors, providers. They're not supposed to give up on us. They're not supposed to be like, oh my God, this connection, there's a rut in it. I feel uncomfortable for 5 minutes, so I don't want this anymore. Push them away. Okay. So the masculine, instead of accepting the dark and light side of the feminine, they had such bad experiences in the past that the minute they felt discomfort, they're like, nope. Because what society wants, what the masculine was looking for, was instant gratification, instant perfection, easy romantic relationships. Okay. And I feel like they're having an understanding that this doesn't exist. There's always going to be that shadow. There's always going to be those obstacles. And men need to quit taking the easy way out, because this is not a man, ladies. Come on. Easy way out is not a real man. Okay, that's a pussy. Let's be real. De-inspired, you're going to have business expansion in April. So men want an easy way out. And that left him stuck, though. So wanting an easy way out left them stuck, right? So there's this karmic justice that's happening right now, and this balancing act that's happening, that's showing them this and giving them karma for doing this. So they're technically still holding on to their old trauma bonds, because they want this easy street life, but it's not promoting growth. It's not aligning them with their true divine counterpart, aligning them in a place that's going to put them in their fullest potential. So they're getting karma for this because they're staying stagnant. And this is what they're getting out of right now with this new moon. They felt different with you, feminine. They felt different. They felt like a different person. And the things that when the counterpart energies combine, okay, so much opens up. So many downloads and realizations come in. So much truth starts to come in. And this scares them. So they likely pushed you away and went back to their old bullshit, okay? And they're seeing this for what it is with this new moon energy. And I'm hearing it's not your fault. It's not your fault. So from now to spring solstice, there's going to be a huge shift with the masculine collective. Look at that. See, they've been numbing out. They've been numbing out for a while. Okay. And this is not going to work anymore. Anna, you're going to be going through a shift of a lifetime, a transformation, and your whole life is going to change because your whole timeline is going to change, but it's going to be very difficult. So much opened up for them because you triggered their awakening and they tried to run from this awakening. Okay. And they tried to numb themselves out. They tried to get, trauma bonds going because that's what they're used to. They tried to, have easy romantic relationships where they don't have to grow. But that awakening was already triggered and it's too late. You can't go backwards. So this realization they went backwards is going to come to light, okay, that they tried to force themselves to go backwards. It's too late. And they're kind of like, why, like they once in a while get angry because they met you and you trigger that awakening that they can't back up on, right? So they are contemplating right now. They are reconsidering coming back to you. Okay. They're considering this connection. They really want this connection because they're realizing what they had with you was true, authentic love. Okay. And they cannot replace this at all, but they're very intimidated by your energy. So they're scared to contact you. Okay. But they're obsessively fantasizing about you. They crave your soul, you guys. They crave your soul because it's so comfortable. They feel so much at peace with your soul. You're so unique. Okay, you're different. All the other ladies are matrix ladies, right? NPCs, yeah? And they cannot replace you. Okay. So the masculines right now, I do feel the Pisces energy has them, Pisces energy can have a really good side and a really dark side to it. So their dark side, which Pisces energy can be very deceptive. So I do feel that their deception is exposing right now. And I feel like they mainly lied to themselves about a lot of this connection. Okay. Right now, during this moon energy, they're feeling a very, very strong towards the feminine, okay? And they're pulling at your energy because they're realizing this is a romance of a lifetime that with separation, they have never found again. That happiness they never found again. They found some connections. They're like, oh, it's all right. It'll work. But then they got bored because they're craving that free-flowing divine connection with you. Some of them got mean with you this last year. They got insulting. Okay, they pushed you away that harshly, right? But they're reflecting on all of this and they're like, I want feminine. So some of you are going to get contact in a really weird manner. It might be from a weird number and an unexpected email or something like that. A fake account online, whatever it may be. They're starting to remember you and who you are and what you are. Yeah. This connection is ascending in general. They're ascending. The connection is ascending. It's energetically ascending. The masculines are ascending. And I feel like a lot of them are going to come back in and want to give you a chance. They want to give this connection a chance, but they got to make sure that it's at perfect timing. They have to come in right, because some of you moved on to a soulmate. Some of you, tried to move forward, tried to let go of this connection, which is what you need to do. I never recommend sitting there and waiting for a connection to materialize. And these masculines tried to replace you, and it didn't work, because what they did, they tried to go backwards in awakening and tried to replace you with a woman that promotes their old illusions, that matches their old illusions that they're breaking out of. Crystal Hayes, thank you for the donation. What I see for you is a huge sum of money coming to you this year. And I feel like you're going to advance in business or work very quickly. Okay, you're going to be a boss, babe. Yeah, they're confused because they're indecisive. Let's see. They would like to take back all the hurtful words they said to you. So they're a bit embarrassed to talk to you because of the nasty things they said. They put you down. Anna, your message is, I see you reconciling with your twin flame. You're with a soulmate, Jade. I think a lot of the feminine are manifesting in soulmates right now. And it's a lot more comfortable connection. You're getting the support that you need for your rising, and that's beautiful. The masculine, on the other hand, they're just looking for an easy piece of ass. Okay, that's what I pick up here. Like an easy piece of ass, a simple connection. You know what? I feel like a lot of you are meeting divine connections and men that are evolved. Okay, and this is the good thing. The masculine tends to want to be unevolved. So they're looking for unevolved women. Well, what do you get with that, right? So, if you meet a beautiful soul connection, embrace it. Embrace it. Maybe we have so many differences, I just can't meet your standards, so they don't feel good enough. I've been watching you from every source. Yeah, they're obsessively spying. I feel like the masculines are very obsessed. Yeah, a lot of you are meeting these, but some of you are pushing them away because you're stuck on the twin flame. Look, these connections are coming in to support you. These connections are coming in to help your rising. These connections are coming in to give you love that you did not receive. These connections are coming in to totally rise you up. Take it. Take it. Stop pushing them away. Okay? They're here to teach you more lessons and help you clear more karma, whether it's long-term or not. That's what they're here for. Take it. Miss Cynthia, your message is, there's another man coming in towards your energy that you're going to meet that's going to be a divine counterpart. So these masculines are watching you. They learn off you. You know what a lot of their problem is too? Romantic connection with my landlord. Yes, he has a crush on you very much. They're scared of what their friends will think, their family will think, their coworkers will think, because you're different. And they got to get through this too. That's a big one. But they just can't get you off their mind. You are the soul I've been seeking for. Yeah, see, you're that perfect connection, and they don't know how they met that perfect connection. So I'm going to get off here, you guys. I got to get my children to bed, and then I got to do other work. So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be putting more effort into work here as I get moved into my place. If you guys want to donate quick for a short message, feel free to do that. But I'm going to Florida for a week. So if you guys are from Florida, contact me. And yes, I do meet people. Okay. Good, you guys are meeting connections. Good, you guys are meeting connections, because you deserve that. You don't have to sit there and wait for somebody to quit being an asshole. Okay, you don't have to do that. You don't have to sit there and quit waiting for somebody to be an asshole. Yeah, Alex, go ahead, donate. And please pray for me and my children, you guys, that everything aligns. But you know what? God already aligned everything, and I feel that. So it will come. And I tried to do a wish list for my new home because I had to start all over, literally, because I had no furniture. So I had to start all over, but people were having issues with my wish list. Thank you so much. I have two children with me right now. I went to Minnesota and I got two. Um, and the other two I wasn't allowed to go in and just get, so I have to go through a process. It's unfortunate, but I will get them. Alex, your message is that you're going to get good news from your counterpart. I feel like he's evolving right now and he's clearing some deep karmic cycles. So I have my two babies with me. Yes, I cut connection with my family. Yes. They betrayed me, and they betrayed me in a very nasty way. Not okay. You don't treat your family. I would never ever treat people like that. It's so terrible. So terrible. So this is, the ending of my old life and, new beginnings for me and the official cut of my old life and moving forward. So I'm very grateful that I have that opportunity to grow and that I was shown my secret enemies. And yeah, it sucks to be shown secret enemies in such a horrible way, but it's for the best. Yeah, I got set up. I got set up and I talk about it because I'm not ashamed of it. I'm just not. Because one thing, everything is an experience. And for two, I didn't do anything wrong. I did nothing wrong. I just didn't. I went through a lot of trauma in a year and I mean my husband was cheating on me, had a child with another woman while we were married. The woman, I was giving her a free home to live in just to be nice to her, and she thought that included him in the picture. Okay, those two can have each other, have a good life. And then I find out my own blood was befriending my ex and his mistress behind my back and planning something. Like, that's not right. That is so not right. That is so disgusting. And I can't treat people like that. Like, I couldn't do that to somebody, so I don't understand. I don't understand that. Um, yes, they did. They started a friendship with my family behind my back. Yes, that is correct. And it's like, why? Why? Um, that's very, very shameful. Uh, it does hurt, yes, but it's not a pain that I haven't had before. So for me, walking away is easier. And this is to goodbye to them and me moving forward into a better life. And I learned who my support system is. I learned who's there for me. And I'm so very grateful for these people. Mimic me, yes, I have to agree with that. To my family, yes, I got that download as well, is that she thinks she's just replacing me, and I think that's delusional on all of their behalf, but that's their issue to deal with. And they want me to move back to Minnesota, but I'm not going to because I cannot live there. So I found a new home. I'm not going to play victim because I'm not. I'm a warrior and I bust through all of my blockages and I will get through this one and my older two will be home. My older two will be home. And I know they miss their mother. So they have a good life with me. They really do. But I've been through a lot in 1 year. I have been through a real lot. Okay. Yeah, I'm not moving back so they can control me. Not happening. Because when you love somebody unconditionally, you let them be free. I should be able to move out of state and that shouldn't be an issue. I should be able to travel and be happy and work the work I'm doing and do what I'm doing in life and be free. Um, it's such betrayal. And I hope that none of you go through this type of betrayal. I really pray that you do not. Um, but my girls are very connected to me. My oldest daughter is my little mini me. She is. I'm so grateful to have my youngest daughter and my son home. I'm so very grateful. Their smiles and their giggles, and I love you, mom. I missed you, mom. And my son said, Mom, I live with you forever. That's what he said. I live with you. Like as soon as I brought him home, and it was just like such a warm feeling. Um, Nobody can replace me in their life, no matter what they think or anything like that. Nobody can replace me. And to hear him say that, I was just like, oh, I love you. He's so sweet. He's just so sweet. He's such a good boy. So he wants to be with his mama. Gave them trauma. I'm sure there was this inner warrior in myself that said, I am going to get my kids one day. It just came out. And I said, I'm going to get my kids. And I, on a whim, took a security guard with me and I went to Minnesota and I showed up. Because I have full custody. But unfortunately, my divorce decree doesn't hold up in Minnesota as strongly as Texas. So that's the issue that I have. I'm not going to give away too much information, but I showed up and my two little ones just ran to me. And the older two just wouldn't come. So I figured that after due time here, they will be back. So, but my younger two, they were just so happy. I hurried up and went to the airport. I booked tickets out back to Texas and they were just so happy on the plane. And I was just, my heart was so full. My heart was so full. Like children and the mother's love for children is so powerful. And just something told me that I had to fight and I had to take the risk. And I did. Um, I did it on my own. And my support system is very minimal and I do a lot on my own. Um, I found a home on my own. Because the last home I was in, the well went out. The owner of the home refused to fix it, and I had to get out basically. So on a whim, I had to find a home like last second, and I did it. I didn't, and this is just proof, you guys, that God provides. Okay, God provides, and God knows what's best for us, and we need to trust and have faith. Okay, because I have faith, I really do. Um, But it's very sad when you start to realize how small your support system is. But at the same time, I think my support system is very big as well. So that's the mixed blessing with all of it. No, they shouldn't be split up like that. I agree. And they'll call each other home. I mean, they will. My children will manifest each other home. Um, they're strong children. They're very strong. But I'm not even mad at any of them. I forgave everybody already. I'm upset. I'm not happy with what happened, but I already forgave. Um, but I do have boundaries and I value myself and I know myself better than anybody else, just like you guys know yourselves better. And that's one thing that I'm going to tell all of you guys to remember is that nobody else can tell you who you are. Okay. You know yourself better than anyone else. And I've been down in Texas for 3 years. Okay. And there's so much that other people didn't see when it came to my life, and to script a narrative that wasn't even true about me is ridiculous because you weren't here the 3 years, you know. I have a very good life down here. What am I doing next year, Christmas? I don't know. I'll be in my new home. I usually do my own thing. I like to make a big meal because I love to cook. I cook every single day. I'm a homemaker type of person. You guys, I'm that woman that does it all. Okay. I'm that woman that like literally like my boyfriend says, like he's got a good woman. He says that I have a good woman because I'm the woman that's like, I did your laundry, I cooked, I did this, here's your food, and I dish up a plate and I serve it. And that's the kind of person I am. I'm constantly, now that I'm in a home that's mine and, feels fresh, I'm like constantly cleaning. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna stay in Texas. Jordan, you just seem kind of toxic in here. You're just giving me bad vibes. I love Texas. It's my home. It's where I belong. So this is where I'm staying. So what's to come next for me? I don't know. Well, thank you. A lot of people say they don't know how I did it because they could never do it. And I'm like, I don't know. I just did. I just did. I made mistakes. I trusted the wrong people. I helped the wrong people. I gave the benefit of the doubt to the wrong people. Um, I tried to preserve the relationship with my children's father. I tried to do the right thing despite all of the pain I was in from what I was put through. I mean, to be with somebody for 17 years that just up and cheats on you and gets your friend pregnant and runs off. I mean, that's a very huge traumatic event. Um and you can't expect somebody to just be like, "Oh, it's okay," and be all like, "It's not a big deal." Yeah, that hurt. That hurt very badly. But I'm over that pain. I let it go because now I see that it was for my best interest. Um, and I just see that there is a brighter future for me from all of this, I really do. And what I visualize is, maybe I'll get married again. Um, I just see another home and another family life that's meant for me that will come in due time. I do see a future with somebody else in my life that's not who I thought it would be, obviously. I accepted that the man I was with turned into somebody I didn't know. So it's a lot of pain. I mean, it's very tough, and it takes a while to get through that. And to think that somebody's going to get through that pain overnight and think they're psycho when they don't is obscene. It is so painful. Yes, it is so painful to be married to somebody, have 4 children, and they pregnate somebody you thought was your friend. I mean, that's painful. That hurts. And to think that they're so heartless that they don't have any compassion for the pain that was inflicted on me for no reason. There was no reason to target me. None. None. Um, but if he's happy, so be it. I hope he's happy. I hope he's living the life that he wants and he feels is best for him. I wish him the best. I really do. I've released the whole situation. I don't want him back. Um, and I just hope that whatever decisions he's made in his life was worth it for him. And I hope that my pain gave him happiness. Um, I just hope that he's happy with the decisions that he made in his life. You know, I just hope that he has compassion in his heart to understand what he's done to me and the children as well, and see that, you know. Um, but as far as it goes on my end, I'm kind of like that. So I've moved on, and life is slowly just getting better for me by the day. And I feel so much stronger than I've ever been in my entire life. I really do. Um, I'm still working through some of the, pain of certain things, but I'm getting out of it stronger than I've ever been. And I'm so excited, like, to move forward and have this new life. Like, I'm learning to accept that I'm going to have a new life, and perhaps that this has that blessing in disguise that I will be seeing very shortly here. That's how I feel. Um, yes, I had to set myself free. And the situation that I went through with the affair and the pregnancy while we were still married. I mean, literally there was a childbirth while we were still legally married. I mean, that's painful. But that situation, it just it just taught me a lot, and it just taught me that there was a imprisonment I was in that I needed to be taken out of. And the situation freed me. Okay? It freed me because I no longer will be dealing with that pain again. But you still grieve what you had with that person, and you still grieve the family that you had, your husband, your 4 children. You still grieve that. You still look back and you're like, what happened? What the fuck happened? I mean, there's still those moments. And I think he's going to regret it. I really do. I think he's going to feel deep pain and regret what decision he made. I think he got tricked and tempted, but that's just my opinion. Um, but I'm not going to be held back. Okay. I'm not going to be held back by it anymore. I'm not going to cry about it anymore. I'm going to move forward, because that's what you have to do. Yes, you get set free from situations that you're not meant to be in. So you need to trust the higher purpose of what you go through. I had to go through this recently to expose my hidden enemies, to who was holding me back under the disguise of a supporting person. you know and you guys, I can feel people's subconscious. That's one thing I can feel, is their subconscious, and I can hear their thoughts and intentions. Okay, and those smiling faces that seem so sweet, and a lot of people are like, I didn't know that person was like that. And a lot of times when I'm around them, their subconscious reveals itself, and I'm like, you know what, you need to be careful. You have got to be careful, because those smiling faces that pretend they're there for you and supportive of you, they're not your friend all the time. And to have the ability to feel the core of somebody like I do, it's bittersweet, because sometimes it's easier to live life just under the illusion that people are good people. Okay. And that people are just, a smiling face that's nice and good to you and this and that, rather than feeling their deep subconscious. Okay. That's very dark sometimes. I can feel an authentic soul. I can feel when somebody's pure from the inside out. I really can. And I can feel that a lot of these pure people don't trust. And I understand why. I really do. I understand why. And another thing I learned is listen to that intuition. Listen to those gut feelings. Because we can be very naive and stupid to a smiling face, to somebody who listens and supports you or seems to do that. But then those intuitive nudges are telling you something. Okay. Um, some of your biggest enemies can be behind the smiling face. And my prediction, I predicted this years ago. Do you guys remember in 2020 when I had all these predictions that came true? A lot of these smiling faces that pretend they're so perfect and pretend they're loving people, they're going to start to look like on the outside. Their looks are going to represent who they are in the core. Okay. And it won't be hidden anymore. Okay. And those of you that are pure, you're going to be seen for that. Okay. So I feel like all of this hidden agenda and people and all of that, it's going to be seen on the outside, like literally seen. They're going to age. They're going to look like shit. Yes. And they already are. Do you notice some of these people that they're aging? Like, take note of that. Take note of that. Their health. Because those of us that are pure in the core and we're healing, our health is improving. We're looking better. We're looking more youthful. We have more energy. We're more vibrant. Now, the ones that aren't pure at the core, they're aging. They're getting more sick. They have wrinkles on their face. They're gaining all this weight. They're unhealthy. Because when you align, one of the gifts you receive is healing. Okay? The pure souls are going to glow up, and we're going to find each other this year. I picked that up as well. While everyone else falls, the pure souls are going to navigate towards each other. and we're going to find peace with each other. And right now, there's a huge transit happening where people are either rising or taking the dark, and it's happening very quick. So you'll notice that all of a sudden, somebody that you said took the dark, they took the dark all of a sudden. That's kind of where we're at. That is correct, McKenna. If you guys have issues with cords in you, this is what happens when a toxic, heavy person has a cord in you. They start to run your identity. Their energy and opinion around of you surround you. They dump their dark energy in you, which starts to project out, and then people don't trust you. Well, they steal your light and hide behind that. Okay. So if you haven't had a full clearing from me yet, I really do recommend getting one, guys, because this removes all of them cords, and you start, and then people's true colors start to come out when this happens, when I remove the cords. Yes, the masculines like to use the feminine to dump their trauma in. And when you have sex with the divine soul, which a lot of you that are meeting divine soulmates, when you have intercourse with them, you will feel energized and rejuvenated. Okay. You won't feel like stuck or stagnant. Does that make sense? Or like you got dumped in, or, whatever. And you guys, energy transfers, and, maybe the contract will transfer into another person. Okay. God has your back. God knows what you need. Trust that. All right, so I'm going to get off here, you guys. I got some personal readings to do. Like I said, if you want to book emergency readings the next 2 days, please do so. I will get them done before I fly out to Florida. All right, you guys have a good evening. Happy new moon. I'm going to finish up my ritual, and I will do a reel on Instagram, okay? And it lasts for 3 days. So after I put the reel up, if you feel drawn to, you sign up. Have a good night, you guys. Bye-bye.